Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com, and thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today's project features the Love What You Do stamp set. This is such a great stamp set, and I actually featured this stamp set as well as the entire Share What You Love suite, which is where this set is from. I featured that entire suite last month during Club QuitaBug, and you can find that entire suite of products on page 176 through 177 of the new annual catalog by Stampin' Up! So here is the stamp set, and we're also going to use the rich raspberry ribbon. We're using some of the designer series paper, this lovely floral dynamic textured impressions embossing folder, some of the Share What You Love artisan pearls, and then also if you turn to page 178, there's another stamp set that coordinates with this suite, the Make a Difference stamp set. So that's also a really great stamp set to purchase from this suite. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started at creating today's project. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this card. So I've got all of my pieces ready. So I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock that I die cut using the layering circle framelits. And I'm gonna bring in my Mint Macaron ink pad. And I've just got some scratch paper here because my stamp is gonna go off the edge just a little bit. I'm gonna stamp this flower image in full strength. I'm going to go ahead and also bring in my piercing mat just in case. So stamp that in full strength off to the left of my circle. Okay, that looks good. Then I'm going to bring in my Tranquil Tide ink pad and stamp my sentiment, Love What You Do. And we'll just put that right here. Okay. So then I also used the layering, one of the scalloped circles from the layering circle framelits to die cut this piece of Blackberry Bliss cardstock, and this is going to give just a tiny Blackberry Bliss border, scalloped border to this sentiment. So I'll just adhere that with Fast Fuse. So this is a really quick card. I actually designed this card for my team swap last month. Every month I host a swap with my team of QuitaBug stampers, and last month in May our swap theme was to create cards using the Share What You Love suite. So that was our theme, and this is the card that I created for that team swap. All right, so for my card base, I've got a piece of Tranquil Tide cardstock. This is cut at 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and I've scored it at 4.25 inches. Just gonna give that a nice crease with my bone folder. Then I've got another piece of Tranquil Tide cardstock, and this piece is cut at 4 inches by 5.25 inches. And I have embossed this piece already using this embossing folder from the suite, the lovely Floral Dynamic embossing folder. So this is one of the 3D embossing folders. So they're really thick. You only have to use one plate when you run your cardstock through the Big Shot using this embossing folder. And it gives you just a really great dimensional impression. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this piece of designer series paper from the Share What You Love suite. So this is cut at 1 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of adhesive to the back of this, and I'm going to add this directly across the bottom of my card. Okay, then I've got a piece of the velvet, this is rich raspberry velvet ribbon from the suite. So I'm just gonna add this right across to kind of add a soft break between where that designer paper hits the cardstock. That's good. All right, so then I'm gonna add this layer using more dimensionals. So I'll just pop a couple in the center. Okay, got all of my dimensionals on, just taking these backings off, and then we can, there we go. We can add this on. I'll just put that onto the front. Right about there looks good. Okay. And then we can add on the sentiment. Alrighty. Just put that off to the left over here. Right there looks good. All right, and then I'll just add in some of those artisan pearls. I'm gonna go with 3 of these sort of rich raspberry looking ones. So just pop these on. One more. Put this one right there. That looks good. All right, and that finishes up the card. I love this card. I think it's so pretty. This is such a pretty color combination. I just love these colors together. And of course, I had to stamp on my envelope so that it matches as well. So cute. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this project for today. And if you'd like to check out some of the projects that were submitted by my other team members who participated in the swap, make sure that you visit my blog on Friday. That's www.QuitaBugHandmaids.com, because I will be sharing pictures in our QuitaBug Stampers Team Showcase on Friday of the projects submitted by the other team members who participated in the swap with me. So thanks again for joining me today, you guys. Remember, you can find all of the supplies and measurements that I used for today's project over on my blog post. I've linked to that post just below the video in the description notes. You can also find direct links to all of the supplies used today in the video description below as well. So thanks again, and I'll be back soon with another tutorial. Bye now.